Another major endorsement for Vice President Kamala Harris as she edges closer to becoming the Democratic Party's official presidential nominee.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh my goodness. Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing
Former President Barack Obama posting this video this morning showing a call he and former First Lady Michelle made to Harris earlier this week, where they officially threw their support behind her. The former first couple are the last of the party's major figures to endorse Harris, who has reportedly secured the support of a majority of delegates to the Democratic National Convention. And for more on this, let's bring in our CTV News political analyst, Eric Ham. Eric, thank you as always for joining us.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Is this the big final endorsement for Harris?
It is. This was perhaps the most anticipated, and many were watching and wondering, in fact, when would Barack and Michelle Obama actually endorse? And so now they have that endorsement, and it's now full speed ahead for Kamala Harris as she seeks to wrap up this nomination.
I guess the question is, why did it take so long? Or were they trying to build a little drama like that video there?
No, I think what they were doing was they were waiting first for President Biden to actually respond to formally exiting the race and also ensuring that she had the endorsement. And as we saw many others begin to coalesce, they didn't want to seem as though this was going to be a coronation by the Obamas and that they were putting their finger on the scale for Kamala Harris or some other nominee. And so clearly what they were doing was waiting until everything worked itself out before actually getting behind her nomination.
Now, there's been an overwhelming support for her. Has there been any grumblings from any Democrats about how this unfolded?
In terms of Biden's exit, there is probably still hurt feelings, yes. But what we are seeing is the party is continuing to coalesce around Kamala Harris. In fact, what we are just yesterday, there were more than 150,000 white women. It was hashtag Win with White Women that actually got together on a Zoom call to speak. Celebrities such as Pink were on the call. They raised more than $1.5 million for her nomination. And clearly what we're seeing here is there's just a lot of energy and spirit behind this nomination for the vice president.
Now, the Trump team saying they won't officially commit to debating Harris until she's the official candidate. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe that what the former president recognizes is that this is a very different candidate. Kamala Harris is certainly already putting her prosecutorial skills to use on the campaign trail. And this would be a very different debate than what we saw with Joe Biden. And so it makes perfect sense that we would see the former president actually beginning to hedge right now, especially as the race becomes increasingly more tight and competitive.
Do you think he'll bail on it entirely?
I think he will if he sees that it's to his advantage polling wise. I think, however, coming out of the Labor Day holiday in early September on the heels of the Democratic convention, I think the Democrats will see about an 8 to 10 bump in the polls, which will make it very difficult for the ex-president to actually decide not to debate.
Okay, Eric, thank you as always for your insight.
Thank you.